Well, the humidity's still a factor on this fall afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Ready, set. Ready.
Stroud sets up the play action. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And Owen coughed it up. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 44-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence, a short throw to Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Stevenson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence going to move him around a bit. Stevenson diving for the end zone. He is in. Touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Being chased out left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You see, that's the second time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. Here's Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Hey, I'm gone.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd and 10.
19 Lions. 60 Maverick.
And Stroud now to throw. That'll be caught by Foreman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Stroud to throw it. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That's fully Fatukasi who got in there and finished off the play. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Trap 50.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Hey, Ryan. 11. 13, Luke. 11.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Let's go.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Now Lawrence changing the play.
Take right open.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Ramondre Stevenson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Come on.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he'll be out right at the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Ready, break.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Stroud looking to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Okay, ready? Warriors 17. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. He gets this one to Mechie.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
Again, it's Stroud.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Now that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Now they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here's Lawrence.
This will be caught at Samuel. A big pickup at 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Jacksonville. Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Got it. Ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Go.
Stroud delivers another one to Pierce.
And he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence now going to move him around.
Hey, I'm gun. Hey, chill.
On 2nd and 10.
Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Hey, kill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
30 left. Hey, I'm gun. 11. Here we go.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Go. Take right open.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Go, let's go. 13, move. Safe right.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Touchdown, Jaguars. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
7 Pirates. Panther 11.
Throwing now is Stroud. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
11, ag X. Clock.
On first down, Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. And Lawrence on target there to Ingram.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
Red on the red. Easy. Read him, 24. Back. Hey, kill. Silver.
Looking to throw. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Hey,
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Now Lawrence.
And he fires one incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long.
Eluding the pressure right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
11. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Ready? Cup 19. Warriors 70. 18, Pioneer. Ready?
Stroud from his own end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Buffalo 18 Rattler.
To throw from his end zone, Stroud.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
65 catch.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Stroud to throw it. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He's got his man. It's Pierce. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
19 Lions. Ready.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Pass caught on the out route by Mechie. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Let's go now.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Ready.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Stroud looking to throw.
This is caught. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Big Lion.
Pierce.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Take right open.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And one more time, here's Kirk.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Second down and 3. Now Lawrence going to move him around a bit. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. They'll try the left side with Stevenson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
Lawrence going to keep it.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now 2nd and 3.
10 through 11. 10 through 11.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go street. Mustang 19. Ready?
Stroud. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
All right, let's go.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was.